Yo. Welcome to Sports and Street Talk, Season 3, Episode 2. Man, today we talking about the law of attraction.
Everything.
A lot of things to kind of, I would say, dissect in this conversation, Rock. Just the little things that we talk about. When you talk about law of attraction, you think about things that, law of attraction. The first thing that comes to my mind, I don't know about y'all too, but law of attraction, I think about gravity, right? Law of attraction, what attracts things to you, the gravity that attracts certain things towards you. It's a firm belief when I always, every time when I go into a room or into a spot or into a club or into an event or into a classroom, wherever I go, there's always that power of energy, law, and attraction, which, certain people gravitate towards you. Some people gonna like you. Some people gonna not like you. Some people gonna be able to keep you at arm's fence until they know you.
Absolutely.
There's 3 categories that I like them, I don't like them, and I don't know about them.
Right.
There's 3 categories.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, there's no ins, outs, or about it when you meet people. And when you know how to hang with people, it limits them to 2 options. Let's be honest. Do I like them or do I not like them? Mm-hmm. When you know how to hang. So it's either the people that don't like you, maybe hating on you, as maybe a reason why they don't like you. It's not a reason because of you as a person, but there's a reason how you as a person, the reason why they don't like you.
Right.
Doesn't that suck?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Right? When you're out with a homeboy that you just met a couple weeks ago and y'all vibe and y'all cool, but his best friend for 10 years is looking at you sideways, right? Mm. Why? Right? Does he see you as a threat of him taking a position? I mean, I never understood that psyche of thinking. I never understood that frame of thought and that frame of mind of thinking because it's small.
Right.
You're never going to know anywhere be successful thinking that way.
Right. And
a lot of times, us as men, we find when we meet new people, we find new people that, our boys that from the past find those new people that we meet as friends of superior or friends of competition, or does he like me better than me as a person? Mm-hmm. Why us as men is thinking like women now these days? Let's talk about it because I never thought like that before. Not once.
I mean,
not once.
I don't think like that, but
I'm just saying though, in this world, I see situations like that when I enter myself into a situation where I feel opposite men, looking at me as an enemy, like what's my motive or what's my intention? When there's really no intention, I'm just cool with your homeboy, bro. Like right. There's really no ins or outs or no tricky points about the situation. I'm just cool with your homie.
Right.
Now, if you got a problem with me, then that's one thing, but don't take upon him or don't take upon the situation to make it feel awkward, And I feel like we just got to do a better job at kind of discerning our understanding as men and why we shouldn't be insecure like that. You know what I'm saying? As men, we shouldn't be insecure like that, but we are. And why is the insecurity of men when, I said, let's say alpha man in the room walks into and the law of attraction draws to him. He's going to get beautiful women, right? Mm. A powerful man that walks into a room that has money, that's successful, that's fame, that's charismatic, like all of us on this set.
Right.
We like to, give kudos to that. But no, fuck all that. But if you're successful, handsome, good looking, take care of yourself, there's gonna be energies that attract to you to a room, right? Like, just be honest, right? Because people, they want to be around that. They want to be around that aura, right? That hard work of working out, that hard work of spending time on the script, or that spending time of working out on the practice field, or spending extra time working on the studio on that verse.
Right.
Or that hard time of, building your networks, building your relationships, just going out times, just meeting different folks, of that time of building different networks of different industries where people can help you in, right? Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what draws the attraction.
It's different types of attraction why people gravitate towards you.
Right.
The only way, smart people discern it is it good for me or is it bad for me? There's only 2 things. right? So you gotta look at it as a way where, okay, you gotta be careful, but at the same time, it's a blessing because people want to be around you. But at the same time, are they around you for the right reasons?
Absolutely.
The floor is y'all's.
I would say, for me, the law of attraction, it's a powerful. That's one of the most powerful laws that this earth has to offer, and I understand it to be this: what you think about will come about, right? Very, very powerful movie or book called The Secret that takes account this law, right?
Right.
And essentially, in that book, they basically say your thoughts become things, right?
Absolutely.
And
I
so
love that.
whatever you think about will come about, right? So if you think that you're a successful astronaut as a kid, or you want to be a successful astronaut, then eventually you'll do the necessary steps to become a successful astronaut, right? If you have a negative thought during the day, and then your day spirals down negatively, then it becomes a negative day, right? And so for me, what it has become and how I've practiced this law, right, is because I'm very intentional about my thoughts, right? I'm very intentional about what I think about, what I say out my mouth, and then actually what I put out into the world for it to come back to me.
Absolutely.
Right. So I think when it comes to it, when we talk about the law of attraction, for me and to me, it's always been about the energy that I put behind a thought. I'm very specific about what I say. I don't complain because I feel like that's putting negative energy into stuff.
Absolutely.
Something or we all have complaints, right? We all complain,
right.
but I have a law and a rule that says it's a 24-hour rule. We used to have this in football, right? If you take a loss, if anything happens, when the game's over, you got 24 hours to get over that. By the next day, when you wake up, it's probably really 8 hours. You know what I mean? By the time you wake up the next day, it's over. You got to move on. And so for me, that's kind of the trajectory that I use, or the thought process that I use when it comes to law of attraction, man, because I think it's something powerful, because a lot of times people have so many negative thought processes in their way, and we wonder why certain things keep negatively happening, right? Or why it's not going your way, or, you're not going this way or that way. It's because of your thought process. It's because what you put out into the world comes back to you tenfold.
Absolutely.
And so for me, I always think about it in a way in which, if I think like, all right, for me, like, I got a show Saturday. All right, piss poor preparation equals piss poor performance. That's one. But if I put out into the world, I'm going to kill this performance,
Right.
that's what's going to happen. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to do what I need to do, and I'm going to kill a performance. But if I procrastinate and I feel like I'm not going to have a good show, then I'm not going to have a good show.
No question.
Because that's the energy that you put behind something, right? So the law of attraction is the thought process and the energy that you put intentionally behind something, and that's what it means to me.
Absolutely.
But,
that's like what you put out here is what you get back.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's in everything. That's in relationships. That's in business. Everything.
So for me, it deals with gratitude, positive self-talks, being intentional with communication. You know what I'm saying? I think it's extremely important. I think the key is accountability.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Holding yourself accountable for every action. We learn early, probably in 5th grade, Newton's law. For every action is an equal and opposite reaction.
Yep.
And that's the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? You might not always get the fine girl or the most beautiful chick, but if you have those laws in place and you understand, to stay focused, to be intentional with communication,
Right.
you'll get them all the time. And that goes with any career, any performance. If you're on the field performing, you have to use the law of attraction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to, number one, you have to have gratitude. You got to be thankful that you're even in the position.
Yeah.
You got to have self-talks. You got to tell yourself, I'm fully capable. And I can do this.
I can do this. I can get it done.
Yeah, I can get it done. And through it all, you got to be held accountable. You know?
Accountability is huge.
Yeah.
I think in every field of endeavor, right? accountability is huge.
Absolutely.
It's big, man.
Just like you
because
said, Rob, like, what the fuck does complaining do?
it don't do nothing. I cannot stand. It boils my skin when people complain.
I hate it.
Because for me, I've going through, and I'm going to go through different things, and I just don't complain. I'll talk about it, and I might vent about it.
Right.
But it goes like I have, my rule. After that, it's over with.
It's over with.
Let's keep moving. Let's figure out a solution. What is the solution? If it ain't no solution, then it ain't no point in me talking about it. I'm not gonna complain about a waitress in a restaurant because they moving slow. Well, that's just fuck it. We here. Let's get the food. Let's get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that thought process, man. And my dad, man, he has this phrase. My father says, "Control what you can control," and I think that's. I used to think it was the stupidest thing to say that, right? Control what you can control. Like, but man, what does that mean? You know what I mean? But it's very valuable because you can't control everything.
No, you
can't control every dynamic of whatever life throws at you, but you can control what you can control, and whatever that means. You know what I mean? If you behind on 13 bills, but you only got the money to pay 2, well, control what you can control. Pay them 2, and the rest of them niggas, man, call them and tell them, man, hey, man, I'm gonna get it to you when I get it to you.
Let's talk about the energies of what attracts what. Right?
Okay.
It's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's sit here and start having a conversation just about. I like to talk about just the energies of each other, the law of energies. Like we talk about the law of attraction and attraction, but what really attract things to certain things is what? Energy.
Right.
Right?
That's true.
You look at a certain energy over there, you're like, damn, I need to be a part of that. I need to go over there and see what's going on. That's the first thing that comes to your mind.
It's just a matter of creating positive energy.
It's just a matter of creating a positive energy. How many opportunities can we create that positive energy? It's not too many. It's not too many. But at the same time, when you see an energy that's real thorough, real solid, you want to be a part of it. There's not too many positive energies. What I'm saying is out there. So when we cultivate that, when we develop that,
Right.
it's all about being around that. It's all about supporting that. It's all about developing that. It's all about, nourishing that.
Right.
Because these energies are sacred, man. These energies are, you're not going to get another DC Young Flower. You're not going to get another Rob Gordon, or you're not going to get another D. Ray Davis. You're not going to get every energy is different. Every talent
completely
is different.
Everything's
every
different.
quarterback is different. Every receiver is different. Every rapper is different. Every president is what? Different. Yeah. Everybody's going to be different. It's about owning your strengths.
Your differences.
And your differences of managing those weaknesses.
And creating positive change.
And creating positive change.
In your environment.
That will put you where you need to be put. And society will tell you where you're put at. Just by those 5 outcomes that we just laid out.
Right.
So the power of just, not only the law of attraction, but what your energy give off. When you walk into a room, what are you absorbing? What are you giving off? How you feeling? Like, what type of aura you bring into the table, which allows a lot of people to dissect where they are in life. Because you will see successful people gravitate towards you, and you'll see other people that won't gravitate towards you, and you just see certain type of people that gravitate towards you when you're out.
So would y'all say that success breeds success?
I would definitely say that.
I would definitely say that, number one, just because success brings success, but just because they don't feel like nobody's getting over on somebody, number one. Number two is success brings success just because people want to bring around that, just because it just keeps flowing into their energy. Energy is contagious, so it keeps going. And it's like momentum, bro.
Right.
It's reciprocal.
It's reciprocal. It's like momentum,
Absolutely.
bro. So they want to be around that. They want to get involved in that. They want to indulge that. They want to be around that. They want to surround themselves with that. Friends, themselves, family, whatever the case may be, they want to be around that energy that's going to make them thrive
Success
in a way
is contagious for sure.
where they can go to the top and things, and they can bring their other friends around them upwards. Now, the question is, are they bringing them friends upwards? Are they bringing them other people upwards is the question, because that's what it's about, because it's not about the person that's bringing that energy.
Right.
We talked about last time, but it's that person that brings that aura that's going to develop others. And that's the part of the thing that we get lost in this world today.
When that comes up, do we leave the environment, or do we help the environment grow?
Do we lead the environment or help the environment grow? That's a good question.
Yeah, because
Because when you leave the environment, it's like, all right, what's next?
No, I'm saying in order for us to grow, do we leave the environment or do we help the environment?
You said, do we leave it?
No, what I'm telling you is I'm answering the question in a way where I'm answering the question. So if we leave the environment,
that's a good question, Rob.
It's a great question. If we leave the environment, are we gonna grow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
you grow
just because you're uncomfortable. You know, you grow because you're in a situation because you leave an environment. So
it's because you're in a new situation.
You're in a new situation, but you're uncomfortable though. So you're growing because you don't know that situation like how you would know a comfortable situation. So your mind is automatically looking at different things and like, all right, how can I fit in? Or not even how can I fit in? How could I make myself valuable or make myself more validated or important or recommended or just influenced in a way where I can help others, right? Or into a situation that you don't know that you're going into and you're just completely just blindsided on what's going on.
When do you make that decision that it's time to leave the environment, that you can't help this environment grow?
When you're shaking your head and you're like, this is you thought you exhausted all possibilities of where there's no positive reinforcement that's going around the situation or thought of being a result to being successful. Number one. Yeah. Then number two, there's no positive result of being around like, is this really good for me or is this good for my well-being or is this even good for my friends? Like you're thinking of other situations, how it can benefit others besides yourself. And if you can't do that, then it's like, all right, so what am I the person that's invited me, am I cool with them? Mm-hmm. Like it comes down to all the different deciding factors of why you want to be in a certain energy with a person that's inviting you somewhere.
I think, for example, when you ask the question, when it comes to energy and do you stay and let your energy help other people or do you vacate? I think you stay until you're either no longer want it or you feel that your energy has been unappreciated. And when you're feeling unappreciated, then then I think you vacate. Because in order to grow, like Josh said, you have to be uncomfortable. And uncomfortable situations require you to be in a space where there's new energy, right? And so sometimes we're in situations where people take our energy for granted.
Oh, no question.
And when people take your energy for granted, got to get around new energy. You know what I mean? You got to be, it could be whatever. I mean, it could be relationally, it could be friendship-wise or whatever, but you got to get around new energy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because that new energy restarts your battery, right? When somebody tells you something new or they doing something different, you like, ooh, what's that? Mm-hmm. Ooh, I never felt that before. I never knew that was something. Right. And so, for me,
different kicker. For sure.
You know what I mean? I think it's
like a recharge.
It's like a recharge. And I think that everybody gets to a point where you got to be recharged, right? So to go back to your old neighborhood, you go back and you give that energy for as long as you can. But if nobody's replenishing your battery, your light gonna dim out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got, to me, I think you give it when you can in that energy, but you got to go somewhere and recharge your battery. You got to be in a position where people are generating your energy. They gassing you up. So now you get new energy. You like, all right, cool. I can go give a little bit of light over here, and I'm right back to the people that's gassing me up, giving me that energy.
So you can leave and come back. You can leave and recharge and come back.
Yes, I think that's the most
I like that.
Powerful thing that you can do, because if you're in a certain situation and your battery goes dim, right, then you have nothing else to give. It's like a light. Let's take a light, for example. If this is a battery powered light, right, and these batteries, you done had these batteries, and these batteries, you using them, the light begins to dim.
Absolutely.
Right, it's dimming, because you're still using it, it's still on. It's dimming, and to the point where it goes out.
Right.
What if you're out of batteries? What if there's nothing in the vicinity to put into the light to recharge that light? Then it's off forever. Don't get into a position where you off forever.
Great point.
Because you didn't disassociate yourself to go get some more batteries.
Right.
Or that's plug in to get your charge back up so that you can come back and light the situation up again.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for me,
I fucking love that.
When you talk about the law of attraction or the law of energy, you got to be very careful, right? Because we're all givers in this situation.
Right.
Right. I know you're a giver, I'm a giver. And you got to be careful who you give your gift, energy,
Right.
attraction, positivity,
Right.
too.
Right.
Because people will take that for granted. And when people are unappreciating your energy and they don't really realize what you're giving them,
It comes
Right.
real disrespectful.
it's disrespectful,
Yeah.
and you got to take it away.
Yeah.
And say, hey, you know what? You'll see. Because I'm one of a kind. Like Josh said, it's certain energies that's one of a kind.
Right.
You might find another energy, but it ain't mine.
It ain't mine. It ain't mine.
It ain't mine. And mine ain't
Facts.
yours, and yours ain't yours.
Right.
But it ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be this energy.
Yeah.
And what you feel like you getting, that's gonna give you that jump start in this light situation, to put the light on this situation, it ain't gonna be the same light. You might get a bright white light.
Like
might get a yellow light. My light blue.
Like I struggle with this all the time. You know, I talk to y'all all the time about like dispersing energy through social media and
Right. You
different
gotta be
things
careful
like
with that.
that. You know, I think we need to be selfish with our energy. I think that we need to hold it real close and personal. And when people show us they're undeserving, we should believe them. We should just, you know, at that point, say la vie. You know, say la guerre. We out of here.
Right.
You know,
Right.
And that's just what it is. It's with anything. When people show you who they are,
Believe
and those laws of attraction come into place, you gotta believe them. If a person isn't showing that they're grateful, that they're not showing no gratitude for nothing, you know, they just think things happen by way of chance. They don't believe in no higher power or anything like that. You got to stray away from them motherfuckers, to be honest.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think when we talk about laws of attraction, you know, it's something that it's either in you or you just ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
It's either
you
in
ain't
you or on you.
right. You ain't got to be the tallest nigga, the lightest complexion, the darkest complexion, the most beautiful dude. But if you know what I'm saying, if you're one of those energies, then it'll be naturally absorbed from other people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the whole dynamic of laws of attraction.
Man, powerful topic, powerful conversation of just really just honing in on, you know, what attracts, you know, the attracts.
Right.
What attracts the attract, right?
Right.
Powerful people, dynamic people, people that are very interesting, right? People attract to that, right? It's a unique aura that, you know, a lot of people gravitate towards. They don't know why they gravitate towards, and they don't understand. They just hit there.
Right.
Right, and it's just like, all right, let's answer the situation while it's relevant. And the things about it is like, I don't understand it just because it's like when you're in a room or you're in a club or you're in an environment with somebody, you know, and then, you know, somebody else comes along and they know you got somebody else, they want to, it's like a challenge without a challenge. They always want to, you know, make themselves noticeable that they like you even though you're with somebody else. And it's like, why you gotta do that? Then when it's like when you're by yourself and you're still looking the same while you're looking when you're with somebody else, but you're by yourself this time, it's like, yeah, we're just not gonna pay you no mind tonight. You know, it's just very, very weird how energies attract when you're with a certain person or when you're with not a certain person. You know what I mean? And I feel that, you know, the law of attraction, men or women, can gravitate to benefitably greatly on the situation that you are in, pretty much.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, I think with anything, you know, whatever energy that we receive from people, we have to still understand it and give it back. You know what I'm saying? More than anything,
Right.
it's just if I wouldn't say if you know, somebody's out of their mind cursing at you, curse back at them. Nah, you have to understand what's for you and what's not for you. You know what I'm saying?
So someone came up to you and be like, "What's up, Rock? What's good with you? How you doing tonight, nigga? What's up with you?
Right.
We fading tonight or what's up? What you saying?"
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the same energy back. You know.
Yeah.
But if somebody come up to me and they like, "Hey, nigga, I'm gonna have to see you 1-on-1 with this, and I heard this about you and that about you," then before I take off, I'm going to give him a certain energy back. But if his energy is still on that level, then, you know, we might have to rock out, you know. But I'm going to go
positive energy.
Yeah, positive energy.
Meet the negative with the positive.
Yeah, that's the
and then if you don't get no different response, then
he
gives
you no choice.
Yeah.
He gives you no choice but to match negative. But
yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
The best thing to do is, and I think Rob said it right now, is just the positive is the most important thing. Just stay positive minded, regardless.
Yeah, you got to match the energy
of the situation that person is not trying to.
I mean, there are situations in which we just can't stay positive on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially when we talking about us as kings, kids, and women. You know, you do something to one of my kids.
It's a wrap.
Ain't no positive coming from that.
Right.
You do something to a woman I love.
Hey man.
Yeah. It's over.
It's tough. It's tough for you. It's a tough day.
It's gonna be a tough.
It's gonna be a tough day.
It's gonna be a rough day.
You know. But to wrap it up, I guess, law of attraction, man. What you think about will bring about some form of change, whether positive or negative. You can feed that positive thought. You can feed the negative thought. Mm-hmm. Whatever you give out into the world, the universe, the atmosphere, God, whatever you consider, is what you're going to get back.
Man.
So be careful what you think. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you write. Because all of those things
come out to being true, too.
Come out to being real.
Yeah. Factual. Nah, it's like factual. Just
it all comes back to you. No matter what you think, you might think what you're saying or what you're doing is harmless, but it's gonna come back.
Yeah. What you wish for is what you write down. I mean, what you think is what you write down, right?
Yeah.
It's like what you pray for is what you write down,
you know,
right?
We speak into existence.
Into existence.
Whatever
if you want
you speak it, somebody's receiving it.
Yep.
The energy is being passed in the atmosphere.
Yep.
There's no question about that.
Absolutely.
So we got to start off by, number one, giving out more love, giving out more light, more knowledge, more loyalty, more trust, more understanding, more patience. We need those things. More wisdom. We need it. Yeah. It's not even, it's not just grace. Something we desire. We
wisdom,
need it.
Guidance, grace,
patience,
humility, love, support.
Absolutely.
Equal eye,
Absolutely.
So many different things that we look at and don't even think that is happening, but it is happening.
That's what creates positive change.
Opportunity.
Yep.
The more respect to the different nationalities. Just the creative mind of, being resilient and understanding that, being in a situation where you can create positive change. Just having an impact where, it's going to be very relevant to others, and at the same time, it's going to be very relevant to, what you're really trying to push forward and, the generations below you, and more importantly, just the generations that are around to now that can push below themselves as well, as far as youth and childhood and things of that nature. But, it's only so much that we can say, and there's only so much that we can give.
I think we gave it and said it.
And we said it and gave it. So let's wrap it up.
It's about doing.
Yeah.
So,
and we got to do it.
Episode 2, season 3. Law of Attraction. It's very powerful. Check it out. Sports and Street Talk. All the latest episodes. Dad Hats Apparel. All the seasons. All the episodes with all the different type of celebrities that you want to take a look at. Man, just check us out, man. We really growing. More importantly, just check us out, man, and really dive in deep into the episodes and what we really talk about, just because of the simple fact that we really talk on a variety of different things and different topics that can really educate and really impact you in a positive light instead of a negative, and more importantly can really create change on, more importantly, how you really self-endure and how you live your daily life. Let's talk about how you live your daily life. Let's talk about how the things that you're trying to accomplish. It's always about positive change and about positive influence, and that's what we're about here at Sports and Street Talk.
Absolutely. Y'all remember this is
www.sportsandstreettalk.net. Check all the latest episodes, season 1, season 2, and season 3 right now. I'm on episode 2, season 3, which is episode 22, Law of Attraction. Check us out.
Peace
that
and
will
love,
be
yo.
do it. Peace and love, everybody. Love.